In years past, it wasn't uncommon for brand preference and loyalty to pass from generation to generation when it came to cars. Dan Nemeth of Oxford, Connecticut offers an extreme example.
My parents are both from Hungary. My father left Hungary when he was about 19 years old. He learned how to drive when he was 17 on a car just like this one. And then I ended up living in Hungary after I finished college in 2011, 2012. And you can still see this car all over Europe. Well, you see it once in a while in Europe.
The car is a Trabant, a small model made in East Germany with a 594cc two-stroke motor. More than 3 million Trabants were built between 1957 and 1991. Nemeth owns a 1973 Trabant 601.
Everybody under the Iron Curtain could get this car. They couldn't just go buy a Ford or a Chevy from the US or other European cars. Like Hungary, Poland, Czech Republic, everybody under the Iron Curtain can only choose between this and a couple other styles of cars. It was made in Zwickau, Germany, in Saxon County, I think. That was under the DDR. And actually on the plate it does say the German Republic or German Democratic Republic. So, and of course, if you say it in German, it's the Deutsche Demokratische Republik, so DDR.
So as we know it, though, East Germany.
East Germany, yeah, East Germany, and all the under the Iron Curtain countries. This is what you could, one of the few cars you could buy.
Nemeth's flimsy Trabant certainly reflects its origin.
And the reason is because, in East Germany at the time, everything needed to be made for as least amount of money as possible. So the engineers were tasked make the cheapest car you can. Well, the first thing they do is weight reduce. Take the metal out of it. If you can go to plastic, do that. And smaller engines. This way you don't have some big block in there or anything. So it's all about cost savings.
The two-stroke engine requires a 50-to-1 mixture of gas and oil. The Trabant certainly doesn't have much get up and go.
If there's 4 guys in it, and if it's a steep hill, the guys have to get out and possibly help push up the hill. It's quirky. It is fun to drive in a very different sense of the word fun here. Not like you're driving, a nice muscle car or anything, of course, but it is. There's something sort of like clown car about it almost to us, because we're, in the States we have these big vehicles, so we're so used to that.
Nemeth purchased the Trabant in the summer of 2020. It's still not registered, but he sometimes sneaks it out. It gets attention with one question being common.
What is it is absolutely number one. What is it? And then you kind of start to go into a little bit of the story, and people really are so perplexed by it. There are not too many questions. They kind of say, well, of course I tell them the engine, and they, oh boy, they're sort of like dumbfounded more than asking questions. They're so surprised by it, I think.
These days, the Trabant is regarded with a bit of affection.
Somewhat kind of idolized a little bit, just as a reminder of the past. It's a kind of a reminder to let's not let our country get toward, what my dad grew up in, with that communism, socialism, so it's like, this is what you get. It's not a good car. It's two-stroke, it's a Duraplast body, which is basically plastic.
What's not to like, though, about a car that has a nickname?
And so in Hungary, the nickname was a Trabi. It's just shortened for Trabant. But so everybody says, "Gyere kis Trabiba," It's like getting the little Trabi.
That's Ride Connecticut. I'm Bud Wilkinson, and don't forget, subscribe to Ride Connecticut's YouTube channel.